Steph, I'm currently working on establishing authority before I start generating leads on LinkedIn. I need to get some followers with content, but that's absolutely not necessary. And we're going to look how to start generating leads without having to establish authority first. The next thing that we'll be seeing is the full LinkedIn funnel to generate leads, more leads that you know what to do with them. That's absolutely possible for most industries. So stay tuned, and we're gonna look how to do that as well. So, and if you know how to drag and drop literally things using your mouse, you have enough technical skill to apply all of this. So really know technical literacy it's required for this. Okay, so before we move on, who am I? Steph, founder of the Elegant Lead Generation. First of all, just can you guys confirm very quickly if you can see the slides? Everything should be fine, but I just want to double check before we move on with this. Perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you for confirming this. So I'm Steph, founder of the Elegant Lead Generation Method, LinkedIn lead generation consultant. I help service-based businesses generate over 4 million plus in revenue over the past 3 years. I went from 0 to 6 figure in sales in less than 6 months. Started with almost no experience in B2B lead generation. Actually, when I started here, I had a little bit of experience in lead generation, but was mostly in different channels. So I just apply what I learned through that experience to LinkedIn. And before I did B2B lead generation for coaching clients, ads, landing pages, email marketing, those kind of stuff. Okay, so this webinar training is for people who know they're good at what they do and believe that they deserve more clients. People who truly love helping others and value customer satisfaction above everything else. Understand that they need to have some experience in the industry or are willing to build it. And people who don't want to stay stuck forever in a position they don't want to be in. Okay, so if you fit one of these categories, you're definitely in the right place. So, and if for those that are committed to watch till the end, I have a special bonus that I'll announce at the end of this webinar. So this training is not for people who do not want to take the growth of their business seriously, people who make excuses and complain. I definitely cannot, doesn't matter what kind of strategies I give you, if you believe that the algorithm is making things harder, that DMs don't work, the outreach doesn't work, that this is definitely a case that I cannot help with. So people who are stuck in information gathering mode and are not prepared to take action to get results, people who are okay with being average and okay with being stuck in their situation, this is definitely something that I cannot help with. And people who complain about the algorithm. Yes, the algorithm has changed, and I'm going to give you examples of how LinkedIn used to be and how it should be approached right now to get results. And again, if you watch till the end, I have a special gift for you. The traditional LinkedIn lead generation system has become obsolete. So content plus wait for them to come, a build and they will come does not work anymore. Okay, so that old modality is not working anymore. It was definitely more effective because the reach of LinkedIn was bigger, but that's not the case anymore. But there are still so many opportunities to generate clients here. Here's what most people on LinkedIn say that work, and especially people who build an audience months, like years ago, right? Like LinkedIn used to be very different. Like, I'm not gonna throw names here, but if you see some of the big content creators, they have absolutely no idea how LinkedIn works today in terms of reach, in terms of even just growing an audience, let alone generating leads. Because when they built whatever they have today, it was a very, very different situation, right? So what they say it's work, generate valuable content. People, most of the people who try to make LinkedIn work attribute the lack of success and to content and authority and not having an audience. But this is absolutely nothing to do with that. One of my most recent clients, Chris, he generated 1.1 there's actually just the contract, but 1.1 million in it closed a 1.1 million contract in less than 30 days, just because we built a DM system and we start sending DMs. So that had nothing to do with content. He didn't have any audience. Commenting, they comment like crazy, expecting that building an audience for them would ultimately generate clients. That has a place in growing on LinkedIn because it allows you to get more reach, but this is something that doesn't really move the needle, and not as much as sending DMs, for example. Profile optimization, they tell you to optimize your profile with I help demographic with problem and add a DM me for info to your background image. Like that's gonna solve everything. But no, it's a combination of all these things, we will see. And there are also some pieces missing here. Results, waste of time, lots of people that try but don't succeed, frustration, you lose money. I would say that every 3 months, between 3 to 6 months, my audience almost changes completely. Like the people that comment on my content almost changes completely. And sometimes I happen to go and check what they're doing. For whatever reason, I see a lot of people who quit. Because of course, if you don't get results, you quit LinkedIn and maybe they try something else. LinkedIn is filled with wrong information. There's a handful of good people actually that's putting out really good training, but it's I can count. Actually, I know 2 people who do. There's a lot of bad content out there when it comes to tips. And even the big content creators, I don't think they really have an idea to how, like, there's, the big creators don't really know how to make a business work quickly. Like, I'm working with somebody, I have to provide results within 30 to 60 days. I don't see a lot of value for those kind of use cases for LinkedIn with their content. So there are the commenting is everything people, the AI will save your business people, and lastly, the automate your system on LinkedIn people, okay? So automation, I have a lot of people actually that reach out to me and ask for support. I used to do automation, 100% automation on LinkedIn. I don't do them anymore. It's too dangerous. And honestly, it takes time to make it work. And I would rather build an audience to do outreach rather than start automating LinkedIn. And if I have to be honest with you, I worked and I still do a little bit of cold emailing. And before you start getting any lead on cold emails, because a lot of people see kind of LinkedIn, see cold emailing kind of like a substitute for LinkedIn. But before you start seeing any result, I would say that at least you spend anything between 450 and 500 US dollars. If you're lucky, before start seeing any lead. LinkedIn is completely free. And like the response rate, it's so much higher. In addition, the algorithm has completely changed the LinkedIn landscape. It does not work as it used to. You don't have control over it. Again, most creators have built their fortune. The big ones has built their fortune in a completely different landscape. So if you're a service provider and ready to take your business to the next level and generate 1 to even 5+ new clients a month, then you're definitely in the right place. The best part, you don't have to rely on expensive software. Again, the only thing that some of my clients, most of my clients use, how do you call it, a premium. Some of my clients don't use anything. Some of them need Sales Navigator, which is basically maximum $99 a month. And usually they have 1 or 2 months of free trial. So most of the time I actually don't pay anything to get started with this. So you don't have to rely on expensive software, pitch slapping in the DMs, annoying follow-ups, following up with people that never reply to you, manipulation and persuasion, being banned by LinkedIn, automation, posting content and praying, starting today and waiting for feedback in 3 to 4 months. Like LinkedIn, you can quickly see what is working, even in a matter of days and definitely a week. So now when it comes to lead generation success, the best way to achieve it is to mimic a system that works, that has worked for hundreds of people already, system that you can apply to your own creativity, knowledge to improve it. So my three-step system, what I'm going to show you today, what I'm going to teach you today is a system that is based on these 3 steps. So value-led outreach, content-led lead generation, and profiling content funnels, right? So what we want to do is first optimize, like take the best out of LinkedIn and really take advantage of all the opportunities that we have there, right? It's not just content, it's not just outreach, but it's a combination of both. Just think about it. When you send a cold email, so I don't know if you haven't received a cold email. I do receive a lot of cold emails. And the problem with cold emailing, and look, I have a lot of friends that do work with Clay, do automation with cold emailing, and they tell me that a really good reply rate, it's 1% reply rate. So first of all, the cost of one lead, it's for a positive reply, not for a meeting, for a positive reply. And then from a positive reply, you have to go to a meeting. So a cost of a lead, it's 20 cents on average, right? So 200 US dollars for just 1,000 email addresses, and reply rate, it's 20%. Let's say out of those 20%, you get 2 meetings. So it's basically $100+ a meeting, which is insane. Like LinkedIn, again, LinkedIn is free. And the problem with cold emailing is that when you send emails to people, people don't see what you do, don't get the value of your content, right? When you see it, when you send a DM on LinkedIn, everybody checks what you do, right? So they come to your profile and quickly see what you do, and they can get value from what you do. They can see your authority. They can have a grasp, like an idea of who you are and what kind of value you can bring, right? So that's all missing with other channels. So value-led outreach. How most people do outreach on LinkedIn? Hey, name, I see you are in, I don't know, marketing. We have an amazing product that will change your life. We have a unique and included offer until the end of this month. Are you interested? Best, your name. Another example, a lot what you do, have been following you for a while. I don't know if you ever received it. I'm pretty sure you have. I've seen a lot of those fake kind of like messages of appreciation for my content, when sometimes it's true, but it's easy to tell. Maybe they point out to something that I know that I've done, that I know that I understand they actually seen my stuff. But most of the time it's just like a cheap kind of like appreciation for just trying to create a rapport that doesn't work because it's clearly fake. So we have an amazing product, will change your life. Our services include everything from A to Z. We guarantee you this. You love them. Let's schedule a call so I can tell you about it. Trust me, you don't want to miss on this opportunity. Like messages like this, right? This is just something that I found, I created to ChatGPT, but these are not even the worst that I've received. How you should do outreach. Reach out to all inbound traffic. Okay, so this is how you should structure your outreach on LinkedIn. So LinkedIn outreach, it's all relevancy based. So you have to make sure this is relevant for your audience, right? So first of all, what you want to do, you want to reach out to all people that start following you, visit your profile, and send you a connection request, right? Why do you want to do that? Because it's an indicator. It's likely an indicator that they're interested in what you have to say, in what you do, right? Not everybody will probably be interested, but like a big chunk of, I don't know, maybe 95% of people that follow me are interested in what I do, right? So that's a sign of relevancy. Then the next thing, what you should do, it's focus on uncovering needs, trigger-based prospecting. So for when you do cold outreach, you want to identify some triggers that kind of like tell you that the lead is interested in what you're selling, in the solution that you're selling. Make it about them. So whenever you do cold outreach, make it about your lead and offer value. Okay, I'm going to show you how to do it. So reach out to all inbound traffic every day. Your goal should be to send 10 DMs a day. Okay. So connection requests. I mean, starting 10 conversations a day, whether you're connected with the people that you're reaching out to or not. Start with 3, then bring it up to 4 or 5 and get to 10 eventually. It doesn't have to be all inbound, doesn't have to be all outbound. It has to be can be a combination of both. As long as you get to 10, this It's fine. So what you want to do here, as you can see, you want to reach out to, on the top right of my screen, you can see on the slide, you can see a red circle. Those are the people that send you connection requests. So you want to connect with these people and start a conversation. And then the next people that you want to connect to are followers, right? So you want to reach out to all people, all the followers that you have. And then the profile views, right? You want to connect with, start a conversation with these people as well. So reach out to all inbound traffic. Another little tweak that you can use, another little hack. If you go to LinkedIn and you go to the search bar, actually, if you have access to LinkedIn now, do this right now and tell me how many people you have there, just to have an idea how many leads you already have. You can start a conversation with. So go to LinkedIn, to the search bar, and type 2 or 3 for now, 2 or 3 keywords of prospects that you might have, like founder or co-founder, for example, owner. I don't know about your niche, like who you're targeting, but just 2 or 3 keywords. And then if you go click on people, and all the way to the right, there is a toggle that says all fields, right? All filters. And then you choose second and third connection, degree connections. And from there, it will show you all the people that follow you, and sorry, connection of yourself. So, and LinkedIn will show you all the people that follow you that are not connected with you. So these people started following you simply because they like what you had to say, or they like something about your profile, right? So these are really good leads. Like if you have people there, in this example, I have maybe 560 people that I haven't reached out to yet. But so these are good leads for you. So if you have a number here, if you have done this, just type it in the chat so I can see how many people you have. Otherwise, we move on. Focus on uncovering needs. Again, reach out to 10 prospects a day, either warm or cold. This should be the sole focus of your whole outreach, focusing on uncovering needs. You have different ways to achieve it. Do offer a call only when they do not offer a call. Sorry, I just typed just a typo. Do not offer a call until they voice their need. If they never say, hey, Steph, I have a problem with lead gen, or if they say lead gen is going great, I'm not going to offer a call. You want to receive permission. So you don't want to become a beggar, like, hey, please hop on a call with me, or, you know, I do this. Do you need my services? No, it's more like, hey, do you have this problem? Yes or no, if they do. And it doesn't have to be that direct, right? There are other ways to uncovering it, which I'm going to show you. So trigger-based prospecting, LinkedIn cold prospecting value ladder. This is prospect who requests resource from a competitor. Actually, before we go here, I want to give you a few examples of how you uncover needs, because I know this is kind of like a big thing for most people that work with me, don't really know how to do it. So how do you uncover a need? When let's say you're doing cold outreach, right? You are reaching out to somebody that doesn't know you at all. So you have no idea if they have a problem that you might solve. There are 2 ways to do it. First of all, you have to identify them. Like you have to make sure you're reaching out to somebody that will likely need your help, okay? So this is what I call the value ladder of cold outreach. So these are the highest quality leads, are prospects who requested a resource from a competitor. So if you go to LinkedIn and type in the search bar in quotation, you type comment, we must be connected. It's a keyword that a lot of creators use when they share a lead magnet post. What you can do there, you can use their audience to reach out to them. Like, for example, I shared recently a AI, lead magnet idea generator prompt for AI, right? So people that work with AI or people that work with lead generation could reach out to my prospect and say, hey, I saw that you're posting consistently on LinkedIn. I have just created, or I saw that you're trying to generate leads on LinkedIn. Like, or yeah, you're posting consistently on LinkedIn. I assume you're trying to generate leads here. I've just created a, like a resource on how you can generate 5 leads a week with cold emailing. Would you like to send me over your way? Or if you show some proof, it's better. What I do, I typically say, hey, I just created a free resource on how I generated 47 clients in my first 12 months on LinkedIn, study from school with less than 450 followers. Would you like to send it over would you like me to send it over your way, right? And they go and see my profile, they see what I've said, it's legit. And I guess I think I haven't checked lately, but it was about 70-80% reply rate from people who accepted my connection request. So that was really good. So you want to make sure that what when you're connecting to people, the resource or the message you're sending is relevant. If you want to do this without a lead magnet, that's also fine. What you want to do, you want to say, hey, I saw that you're posting, whatever reason why this is relevant for them, right? Or maybe you're hiring, right? I saw that you're hiring on LinkedIn. We just helped, maybe they're hiring SDR. We just helped this and this company close more client per SDR, close more prospects per SDR, or having more calls per SDRs, whatever you help with. And how are you currently going about generating leads for your SDRs, right? So you start a conversation like that, in that way. So a prospect who interact with a competitor, prospect who interact with a peer, prospect who is active, and then there's a sales navigator who's a complete different kind of topic that we're not going to cover today. But again, so this is the value ladder. Like literally, I'm telling you, these are the best leads. If you can find these, the people that request a resource from our competitor, these are the best. If you cannot find them, these are prospects who interact with a competitor. Like, of course, if all the other indicators, if they have all the what's the word? The requirements or the credential that you need to qualify a client, like marketing qualify a client. So he has maybe like a certain number of employees, they're hiring, whatever they need to be doing. If all these characteristics are present, it's the value ladder for the quality of your prospects. Okay, so make it about them. This or that question, ask a simple question to about their business. They open a conversation, they do a leadership coaching. Do you typically work one-on-one or in a group setting? So what you want to do, make it about them and start a conversation. Easy stuff. I recently started asking, I saw that you're posting consistently on LinkedIn. Are you trying to generate more leads by any chance, right? Like something like easy. I usually do that with inbound leads. So because I know that they have my trust already, so it's easier for me I can push a little bit more. But if I have to do outreach, I do something like this. You typically work more like an easy question to get the conversation started, but it's about their business. Pivot, probe, and offer call. So pivot, very simple. During the conversation, you have 3 steps. The first step is pivot. How is X performing? How's lead generation working out for you? How long? And then whenever they reply to that, always the same scheme: acknowledge, give context, and ask your question. So maybe they reply to my connection request and say, hey, Steph, I'm only working one-on-one. Okay, good. So you're working one-on-one. I see that you're posting consistently on LinkedIn. How's lead generation working out for you? Okay, so I acknowledge their message, I give context, and I ask the qualifying question that in this case is the pivot phase. And then whatever they reply to me, I always acknowledge and ask question. I don't need to give context again because I already gave context in my before asking the first question. So I probe and then I offer a call. Like, how long has that been going on for? Or what have you tried so far? Kind of like questions of that nature. And then, would you like to explore what it would like if you were to work together to get you more leads or whatever you guys do? Offer value, use your PS to give value and uncover a need. This is just one strategy that I use that I really like. PS, I just released a training on how onboard 47 clients in my first year of business on LinkedIn. Let me know if this is relevant. And I will ship it. It's on me. So again, going back, for example, here, when I ask this question, hey, can be a cold outreach. Hey, I saw that you're currently hiring, um, you're currently hiring. Do you usually train your new SDRs internally, or you have an external consultant that trains them? PS, I just released a training on how we're able to bring SDRs like up to speed and get them, what's the word? Efficient and performant in less than 30 days, whatever. And you offer value there. Okay, let's move on. Content lead generation, content-led lead generation. So how you should do this: find a clear content angle and pillars for your business. Jot down ideas for a lead magnet. Again, I also created a resource. If you go to my profile, I think is a post from Thursday last week. I created a lead magnet idea generator, a prompt with AI, which is working pretty well. It's pretty, I like the results. Promote before creating. So promote your lead magnet before you create it. If this, you can simply say, hey, I just, I'm thinking about creating this lead magnet. If 10 people ask for it, if 20 people ask for it, I will actually ship it. Otherwise I won't. So you don't need to waste time creating, because I have a lot of clients who invest a lot of time in creating a lead magnet that their prospects don't want, and you want to avoid that. Something people need in your space: ideas for a lead magnet, self-assessment framework, case study, templates, giveaway, webinar guide. Okay. Do not waste your time. Again, creating a lead magnet, telling people comment keyword, I will ship it by Monday. Post 1-2 lead magnet posts a week. Keep testing lead magnets, and don't worry about creating something that it's time consuming, because with time you understand what people want, and you can offer maybe, for example, when I created that worked really well. The last lead magnet, the AI idea generator, worked really well. I think it took me maybe 20 minutes to create it. I created another one. There was a lead magnet, like a repository for viral lead magnet posts on LinkedIn. That one also took me 25 minutes. I literally look for them on LinkedIn, and I put them in a Notion file. I embed the post, and I shared it, and I got me probably almost 100 leads, something like that. So and enjoy seeing leads pouring in. Literally, I've so many lead magnet posts that generate a lot, and I've been doing this ever since I had 2,000 followers. So it's not just because I have a bigger audience now. I have some of my clients, Timon recently has 1,000 followers, 1,500, something like that. Timon Klassman. We created something like this, and he got 10 plus leads, and it went from getting 10, 15 comments per post to get 150, something like that. And you can reuse the same lead magnet over and over again, maybe every other week. You want to tweak the headline a little bit just to, make it feel like something different. Okay, thank you, Harshita. I appreciate it. I appreciate you found the lead magnet idea generator valuable. Yeah, again, you get connection requests, especially if you ask people to connect with you when you share your lead magnet with them. Profile and content funnel. Okay, so profile funnel, how you should do this. Very simple. You create a lead magnet. So first, I would recommend you promote it with content. So you make sure this is something that people want. And then optimize your background image and feature section, and create a landing page to collect data, email, name. Very simple. I use ActiveCampaign and different tools, even free tools I'm using. Systemi.io is free to create landing pages. My clients in my accelerator have a free template, so they get everything there, just with a click of a button, they copy and paste my landing page. Create a lead magnet, test it first through content, and then create it by following steps I explained earlier. Again, what you need to do, optimize background image and feature section. So as you can see here, there's a background image. that basically points to the featured section. It says everything you need to start generating 3+ calls a week on LinkedIn, register below, right? People scroll down and go to my features section and register to webinar for free. They just click and they can register. And also, this is actually a little tweak that not many people, well, some big content creators use it, but a lot of people have different call to actions here, but this is the most effective that I found. Subscribe to newsletter, because you cannot edit this. So like you have a set choices that you can pick. And and yeah, so subscribe to newsletter. It's kind of like a soft call to action. If they click on it, there is your lead magnet, and people have to leave their email addresses. If you go to my lead magnet now, what I got people to do, they have to download the resource and leave me their email address. Probably all of you have done this. And then there is a new page that I actually just built recently that asks for their LinkedIn URL. LinkedIn URL. So I get their LinkedIn URL when they download my stuff, so I can quickly go and see who are the people in my email list. Because if I offer extra stuff, if they want extra stuff, they have to give me the URL. And so I quickly go and see who are the people that requested my resource. If they're good leads for me, they fit my SCP, and reach out. Very, very simple. Save a lot of time. This is actually how you scale lead generation on LinkedIn, because you cannot, right now, I honestly cannot reach out to all the leads that I have. I think I don't know if some of you requested my resource from last week. I haven't reached back to all the people because I have too many people that I have to get back to. Then you create a landing page, very simple, systemi.io, whatever you use, just to get people's email addresses. Content funnel, how you should do this. So it's a little small. I don't know if you can read, but so you have newsletter, you have newsletter. So you have an email sequence when people click on this, subscribe to newsletter. So you can start nurturing them with, and even having call to action with your email. Then you have comments and you have CTA, right? So in the comments, what you want to do, you want to pin the comment. You cannot pin the comments anymore on LinkedIn, but you can put emoji of a pin. And then you say, if you want to receive my DM flow, click here and get it for free. So that's how you get people from the comments. And then you have call to actions in your posts, right? So you want to, again, take all the opportunities that you have on LinkedIn to generate leads. It's not just DM, it's not just content, it's not just profile, but it's a combination of all of it, right? So you want to really maximize your LinkedIn presence, especially if you are in a space where, I don't know, like you are targeting corporation, founders, or like really busy people, or people that are not very active on LinkedIn. Not very active. They might be active, but they're not really hanging out, like not very really commenting, liking posts. So you want to make sure that your profile and also your content funnel is set. So when people see your content or visit your profile, they quickly end up in your funnel, so you can actually convert them. So what results can this create for your business? Again, this is some of my clients, Trevor from 19 to 63K in 60 days, in 30 days, Justin, 12 consulting calls in consulting clients in 90 days, starting from being a down for you ghostwriter, copywriter. Ruben from being an employee to making 5K a month, and probably Beatrice, double sales calls in 30 days with my system. And actually, I have a testimonial. Probably you've seen it if you're in my distribution list. Gal, now he gave me permission to share everything. Gal Agadi made 90K in sales in 30 days. Just because he had an audience already. We just set up not a huge audience, but he had a little bit of an audience. So we reached out to all the people that were a fit. There were already followers and connections. Actually, we're not followers, we're connections. Okay, so keep in mind, it's not about how many people your business reaches. That's definitely not the LinkedIn game. That's probably the Facebook game, the Instagram game where you had to run ads. I did that for 4 years. For clients, you had to run ads. So you were very interested in like reaching out to as many people as possible, but that's not how LinkedIn works. LinkedIn, it's great because you can like handpick the people that you want to reach out to, you want to have a conversation with. And that's the beauty of like, even if your business is equipped for um, to negotiate contracts for like 100K or 50K, whatever, just one client can be worth that much for you, which is amazing. And it's free or whatever, $60 a month. It's about reaching out people who have problems that you can solve and converting them into paying customers. Why LinkedIn? LinkedIn is the biggest database of companies in the world and the most active B2B user base. As you can see, there's 1 billion users and it's growing. Yeah, as you can see here, it's been growing ever since was founded in 2009 and now got to 1 billion people and has 67 million companies, which is insane. And 3 things you need to focus. You need for success: product that people need, authority and credibility, a proven to convert system. Before I go any further, I would like to ask you questions. Just how many meetings are you currently getting per week? If your answer is 1 or 2 or less, I just want you to know that it doesn't matter where you are. I don't know who you are. I don't know your industry, but virtually everyone can get 3 to 5 sales calls a week. It might take, look, I'm going to share this with you later, but 50% of the last batch of clients that I onboarded paid the program back within 1 week and 75% within 1 month. So 75% of my clients recently just got their first client with LinkedIn within the first week, and one of them closed a $1.1 million contract, which was insane. One quick check before we move on, but mostly I have to say that all the people that put the work in make LinkedIn work within 60 days. Within 60 days, I've seen nobody that like put the work in that didn't make it work within 60 days, like really profitable, like really making it like a solid acquisition channel. So 2,200 profile new views. Just have a quick look at how many people have visited your profile in the last 90 days. Sorry, if you go to your LinkedIn, it's in your page. It tells you how many people you have there, like how many people have visited your profile. Maybe note down how many people viewed your profile. Just think about, like for me, it was 2,289 people. If you can convert one of them into clients, like what would that do for your business? Let's say you have 200 people. That's 1%. It's 2 people, right? A month. Like what would that do? 2 extra clients a month for your business? Not talking about 10%, not 20 or 5, just 1%. How would that do? So, and we didn't even look at your followers, connection, opportunities for outreach. This is just profile visitors, because I know that some industries, that's the main source of leads when it comes to inbound leads. So if you want me to help you achieve unprecedented heights for your business, what I got for you, Scale LinkedIn. It's a program. Don't have to blow $1,000 to get into this program. I know that people charge over 10K for a program like this. They throw you in a group, give you videos, and you're supposed to make it work by yourself. So what you get is what you get when you work with me, the identification of your own niche together to create your own unique market with no competition, right? Because we want to create your unique product, a unique angle that people can either choose to work with you or not work with anybody that offers what you do. We'll build your profile funnel together on LinkedIn and teach you my sales process to close clients on the phone. Very, very important. We identify your unique content angle and set up your content and lead generation authority building strategies with you. We set up your DM sequence, which you can apply your own twist and expertise to convert strangers into warm leads, into meetings in 3 DMs, sometimes 2, but most cases 3, including connection requests. So connection requests actually 2 DMs after the connection request. I teach you how to scale the system. Okay. So what I'm offering, like for the people that are here right now, it's a VIP weekend. So what I call it, it's basically 2 consecutive days, or can be 1 week in 2 weeks, basically 2 days where we set up everything. So from day 3, so virtually you can do it Monday, Tuesday, and from Wednesday, you can start generating leads. And 6 months of personalized support and training. I provide you updated training material every week. 2 coaching training calls a week, and you have your own time for questions and show your progress and get tasks for next week. Okay, so there's also a community of like-minded pros focused on growing your LinkedIn. I answer your questions 5 days a week, and I have a recorded video program as well. So I could sell this for a lot higher, but what I have also a guarantee. I believe that our work together is a complete waste of time. You can ask for a full refund for 30 days. So basically all the risk is on me. I'm looking right now for 5 individuals who want to build a predictable lead generation system on LinkedIn that actually work and want to be my next case study, like Trevor, like Chris, like Gal. I want to have a program that is as close as possible to 100% success rate. So this is what I'm working one-on-one a lot with people. Even though there is a group component, you get a lot of one-on-one my time. Now let's do a little bit of LinkedIn math. Let's assume you have a 2K offer. You get, just with 3 contracts, it's a 6K revenue, and 50% of the clients that onboarded last month paid back with revenue within 7 days, and 75 within 30 days. As you can see here, this is what I already showed you before. Gal and Chris, within the first week, they generated incredible results already. Okay, so I'm gonna share a link with you before I get your questions for Q&A. Actually, if you have questions, you can already start typing them. I'm gonna share a link. So if you, sorry. You see, I think all the screen white. If you have questions, you can start typing them. And if you wanna schedule a call, I'm gonna share a link with you here in the comments, and you can share and see if you qualify. Pretty picky because I want to make sure that I work with people that are motivated and have expectations that I can that I think are fair. Okay, so if you have any questions, feel free to write them in the comments, and I'll gladly ask your question about whatever the program or the system that I've shared with you. So I can give you more maybe personalized support as well if you need, like you have questions regarding your specific use case or your specific situation. I'm going to give you another 30 seconds or a minute. If we don't have any questions, I'll wrap this up. So any other way? Okay, so we have a question, 2 questions. Can you please, actually I didn't put the pricing in the slides because I don't, so I have a program, but it's according to what is right for you. So I don't have a fixed price for my program, but I can tell you, as you can see, could see that it's less than 5K at the moment. So is there any way to probe on the most painful problem? So to go back to pricing, it's anywhere between, at the moment, 500 euro to 4K. Okay, just to give you an idea, but it depends really what your situation is. Is there any other way to probe on the most painful problems? Is there any other way to probe on the most painful problems on SAP? have other than asking in DMs, because I've tried without the intention of pitching or selling, because of such as instead of getting positive response, they assume here to sell. Well, you should be like well, you should be trying to not trying to sell, but you should like focus on diagnosing. There's no way to really understand that. So the closest you can get to understand if a client, if a prospect need your services, it is if they have asked for a resource from a competitor that can solve a similar problem that you can solve, or maybe they're following a competitor or commenting on a competitor, or maybe they're, I don't know what you do, I don't know your industry, but you are maybe they're hiring and that's a problem that you can solve. I don't know, maybe you have a recruiting agency and say, hey, this is what I can do for you. But no, there's no way. You can only talk with people to actually identify that. But I also want to say that like we're always selling and never selling. Like, of course, if you're trying to talk with somebody, like you just, I mean, sometimes it happens that we just want to build a relationship with a peer or somebody we are interested in, but most of the times we are actually doing business and we shouldn't be hiding it, right? We should make clear what our intentions are. And that's okay. When reaching out to cold, we have from Harshita, when reaching out to cold audience, sometimes they are super qualified, but the prospect feel the service is not a priority. How do you move forward with this objection? Oh, well, I don't. If they don't think it's a priority, I move on to the next lead. But it's also very important how you, so the problem with this, what I see most of the time, like sometimes people reach out to me and like, hey, Steph, do you need help with video editing? Like, that's not a good way to approach anybody, because like what you want to ask, like, why do people need videos? Because they want to more leads, let's say, for example, right? So what I would ask is like, how are things going with lead generation, right? And then you say, hey, we just helped maybe, like somebody, maybe, I don't know, like a competitor of mine, like a peer, let's say Matthew Lakajev, wherever. We just helped Matthew creating videos. We got him this many more views. Probably is that something that will be interesting for you, right? Instead of saying, because you're trying to, like you're saying, hey, I'm just a video editor. If I don't need videos right now, I'm just saying, no, I don't need video editing. But if you help with your videos help with lead generation, you can say, hey, how are things going with lead generation? And you can have a conversation there, right? That's more likely to be a priority right now. Thinking of searching competitors audience method now. Yeah. Okay. So if we don't have any other question, I'm gonna wrap this up. And yeah, thank you everybody for showing up. This was fun. And I hope this was helpful for you guys. Okay, thank you everybody. Have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye.